Hello and welcome. My name is Ian, and this is Handyman Plus Van. So today, I want to talk to you guys about something that's a customer asked me. Why do I charge upfront payments for my services? And this is a question that I've had a few times, and it's very similar to Airbnb. So when you go and book a property through Airbnb, you reserve that time period that you've got with that uh, with that person that is renting out the Airbnb to you. So it's very much like for myself. I can only sell my time once, and what's happened to me in the past, um, and sometimes, for whatever reason, a customer needs to cancel or they need to change, and that's fair enough. I'm a human being just like everybody else, and it's really important that people have that flexibility so they can change appointments if they need to. So what I've had before I had my system was very simple. It was a case where I would say to a customer, "Okay, I'll be with you on Tuesday," and Tuesday would come. I'd turn up, and the customers were like, normally they'll be like, "Yep, that's fine. There's the work to do," and I'd work normally, carry on, etc. Sometimes, very rarely, customers say, "Oh, something's happened. I need to cancel." Okay, that's fair enough, but then I've got like a week or a few days with no work. And so, from a trade point of view, that's very, very destructive. And you end up going out of business. There's most of the reasons small businesses like me go out of business is because they'll book away their time and they won't have the protection or the contract in place in order to protect that time. And so the reason I charge upfront using PayPal is that because if the customer wants to change or move an appointment, you can do that. It's very easy. Calendly is a company. They've been around for many years, and I use them on my website in order to manage customers' bookings. So they're a professional booking company, and when you book through me, it's just a case of obviously you're booking, and then that is recorded through Calendly, and obviously you pay through PayPal. So you've got the protection of PayPal. So if I don't do a good job, if you're unhappy with the quality of work, you can open up a dispute and obviously get your money back. That's why people absolutely love what I do because I'm very passionate about putting back um, into the human experience that we call life. It's very important that we sort of look after our fellow human beings. And by doing that, by giving the energy out of a positive energy, you get that back tenfold. So it's all about that flow. And I believe in karma as well. You never have to sort of like go out and attack or hurt your enemy or try and destroy your enemy because you karma takes care of them. I've met people that have been very cruel to me, and it's generally because they've had bad experiences or it's a reflection of what's going on inside of them. But ultimately, um, the reason that I charge upfront is because you're securing that time, and my time is very precious. Obviously, I don't. I'm getting on. I'm getting, probably going to be working for the next 10 years, and then I'll be retiring. Probably before that, to be honest. And so, with the limited amount of time that I have left in the working field, um, as you accumulate knowledge, so it becomes valuable. And I get approached by people who have Airbnbs. I get approached by people who just have a problem with their house. And I'm able to provide an answer or a solution very quickly. I went round to a customer's house just the other day, and she had probably four, five, maybe six different trades go round and have a look at this one problem that she had. And literally within 10 minutes, I'd gone round there, told her exactly what the problem is and how to fix it. Um, Whether she believes me or not is neither here nor there. I know that I will fix that problem. And it was a damp issue. So I'll probably do a video all about it. And and that was interesting, because obviously I do it every single day. I've had tons and tons and tons of experience and years of experience. It all amounts that I can do like very quick, sort of like informational drops where customers can be like, oh, okay, I get that, I understand that. And that's why I'm now selling my time in blocks of 20 minutes for online one-to-ones. So you dial up using Zoom, and this is something that can be done worldwide. So I'm not just limiting my knowledge to the Swindon area. I can actually help people who are in, whatever country you're in, as long as you speak English, because I do speak sort of basics of about 3 other languages, but English, it's only available in English, basically. So just to make you completely transparent on that. And yeah, I hope that sort of answers that questions. If you guys have any further questions or anything like that, please do send them through. So what I'm going to do is just show you a sort of my little laptop here, and this is the website so far. So it's basically an online. So when you come to the home screen, you obviously see this. This is my normal home screen. This is an AI generated picture, and then you've got the standard booking. This is then going to lead on into booking options, and in booking options, you're going to be faced with 3 choices. So before, it was just this one in the middle, which is the 3-hour home visit, which is my most used one, because I've been operating now for about 10 years. So that's been pretty good. Well, it's 9 years so far. 2016 I started. So I really should have that on the website, that I was established in 2016, because then people can see, oh, that's how long you've been going. And obviously you can see through like feedback, and I don't really advertise. Most of the customers come through, and they come through sort of via friends that have used me and abused me. No, they haven't. It's all good. So that's the first one that people are very sort of familiar with. And the second one that I'm now offering is this 6-hour one, which you can just go on and you can book a full day. So I do 6 hours for a day. A lot of people are like, Ian, but it's 8 hours for a day rate. Yeah, but for a normal person sitting behind a desk, they're not going to be, running around, lifting things, carrying things, or working to their best performance, because they're actually sort of the human body can only work for about 2.5 hours before it needs to sort of rest and recharge. And so we are, every cell in our body is like a battery. So physically, you can't work flat out for 8 hours every single day. So yes, I mean, there are other guys that charge for 8 hours a day. So just to give you a comparison, if you're a handyman in London, you would be charging about £400 a day. Obviously, we're not in London, but the average guy out there charges about £350 a day on average. So as you can see, that's why I'm so fully booked, is because my rates are so dirt cheap. I will be putting them up in a few months, probably sort of the next financial year coming up. They will be going up. But I'm just going to whiz you back round again. So as you can see, we're in October, and I am booked up now until January. So we've got a few days left in January to book, and this is booking a full day. So obviously there's only be a one option, which would be the 9 o'clock option, and you're booking it as it says here for. So you're booking it from 9 a.m. So you're booking it from 9 a.m. and I'll work 6 hours and I get an hour for lunch. So my hour lunch is from 12 until 1, and then I do another 3 hours until 4 o'clock. And that's how that works. So you can read more about it on the website, and obviously you can contact me and ask me more questions about it. And it's always interesting to find out from customers and clients sort of what they think or what they want to know. As I work very closely with people that sort of have kind of sort of like particular sort of things that they want. Not always the sort of easy things. Sometimes they want bespoke items built, or very high-end stuff. A lot of the time I get sort of like customers that want very high-end stuff, but for peanuts. And that's not going to happen. It's just not physically possible. So yeah, if you can sort of let me know what sort of bits and pieces you want or what things you want to know, then I can always answer those for you. So how does this work? Well, very simply, a customer would come through the normal channels onto my website, and they would simply go onto the website, and I've currently got them down the sidebar. I'm probably going to move them because it's not that sort of, I mean, it is user friendly. I mean, you've got sort of like booking options, which is this page, or you've got make a booking, which is for the standard 3 hours, or you've got the 6 hour slot that you can book, whether it's just the full day, or now we've got the make a 20-minute booking. So the make a 20-minute booking is a very sort of concept where I don't actually have to go out to a customer's house. I can sort of give customers information on housing, on what they want to know with regards to sort of like if you're building a house and you want to know how do you go, what are the first steps, who do you speak to. There's a lot of information stored within Monogin that I've just sort of known over the years. And obviously when you're helping people remotely, they've got different requirements. It could be, whatever they want to know. I'm not a structural engineer, so I'm not going to give advice on structural engineers, but it's normally the basic stuff like, Ian, this has happened. What should I do? Or Ian, I've got this and this is causing this. What do you think it could be? And so obviously where you've seen it all before, it becomes quite easy just to spot patterns. And you also go, well, yeah, that's just that's doing that, and it's leaking through that, or whatever it is. It becomes quite simple for me at my ripe old age, just to be able to like go, yeah, it's just that. So that's why I've sort of launched the 20-minute Ask Me Anything, and it's just a case of having a Zoom chat with me, and then you can sort of like send across bits that you want me to find out for you, and I can go from there. So yeah, it's a good thing. It's gonna take off, I can see. And as people know, obviously I've had back issues over the sort of last year. They've been really bad. At one point, the ambulance was called out by my wife. I was like, no, don't call the ambulance. But they came out, and yeah, it was that bad. So that's the kind of like, as you get older, your body starts to naturally sort of slow down, and you sort of get to a position where you're focused on, things where you can transfer the information in your mind and still help people. So that'll be nice. I'm looking forward to sort of the launch of this, and it's gonna be fun. So take care, have a beautiful day, and if you can be anything, be kind.